Let's get it. What I haven't been doing enough of is reading through my sales talk after I think I've got it down. Because that's how you secure the bag, and that's how you repeatedly get into that habit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read this sales talk out loud. And after I'm done reading the sales talk out loud, then I'm gonna go out there and do a cycle. This is an every night thing, not a once in a while thing. This is an every night thing. No one's beating me. I'm not. I want to be the top B contractor. In order to do that, I gotta stay on my game. Because every day, every moment that I let a habit slip is the moment that someone else is getting better than me. That's disrespectful to everybody. That's disrespectful to me because I know I could do better than them easily. It's nothing that separates me from them. Fucking excuse. And this is my YouTube channel, so I don't care if I cuss, nigga. I'm getting too aggressive. Okay, hi. My name's Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm a college student who's been sitting down with all the families in Yellow County, showing some educational resources for high schoolers down to toddlers. Not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook yet, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the causers, and I wanted to stop by for a minute. I show this to 30 families a day, so only have a few minutes with each family. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here be better? No worries, I guess you haven't heard about me yet. Like I said, my name is Oscar, and I'm a college student from North Dakota State, here for my summer internship. I've had a lot of fun meeting families here in North Dakota, in Pennsylvania, showing our apps, books, and leadership program. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the Campbells have picked up. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. Everyone's been super friendly as long as I don't take up too much of their time. I could just show you right out here. Like I said, my name is Oscar, and I'm sorry I didn't catch yours. Nice to meet you. I just want to make it clear, I'm not with the school, and I don't have anything you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota, and I'm doing this internship to help pay my way through school. The plan is to be debt-free by the time I graduate. So Ms. Jones, this is actually my second week here in Pennsylvania. It's been awesome to sit down with families showing educational resources in the leadership development program this summer. I get to help kids with learning their ABCs, up through ACT, SAT prep. And in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and pay for school. I have found that parents in this area are really education conscious, and many are concerned about what's being taught in school nowadays. Our system is a combination of educational resources, apps, and leadership program because most people feel it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life today. Many of the families have been picking this up to help the kids get better grades in school and save time on studying. You will probably recognize a lot of the families that have already picked these up for me. Everybody knows the Groom family. And what about the Johnson family? Great. Well, Ms. Jones, I think you will love it, but I found from experience that it goes by fast if I show the kids because they're the ones that will be using this. No need to buy something they're not going to use. Can we grab the kids and dad? Hi. Hi, Billy. My name is Oscar, and I'm a college student. No, hi, Billy. My name is Oscar. I'm a college student from North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school? This summer, I get to sit down with all the families that go to Yellow County School District, showing a few things to help with school. Don't worry, it's not more homework, and no, you're not going to get shipped off to somewhere. It's a huge time saver. I'll give you a quick look to see if you think having this next year will be helpful. Sounds good? And if you don't like it, no big deal. But before I show you, you're going into what grade? Awesome, I think we have some mutual friends. Billy, do you play any sports or participate in any activities outside of school? Billy, what is your best subject in school? Billy, what subject do you have to try the hardest in to keep your grades? So Miss Jones and Billy, I'll give you a good look at how the system works and you can let me know what you think. If you think it's helpful and you would use it, I will help you order a set like the Johnsons. At the same time, if you don't think you would use it, that's okay too. The only favor I ask, since I have to show this to 30 different families every single day, I only get to show each family one time. I ask for families to give me a big yes, we'll get them, or a big no at the end of the day. Is that okay? Either way, I'll leave you in a good mood. Same for you, Billy. I want you to be honest with me. I'd hate for your parents to buy you something you're not going to use. I gotta cross that off. I just be mad if that makes sense. Okay, great. I think there are 3 reasons why everyone has been excited about what I'm doing. The first reason is that a lot of moms and dads would like to get more involved in their kids' schoolwork, but they don't have the tools. Most parents have told me they forgot it, never had it, or things have just changed so much, since they last had it. For example, there is a lot of new math in school. Let me show you how this works. Do you see how this has both the old method 1 and the new method 2? Isn't that great? These are the different methods being taught to make it easier for parents and kids to reference at home. Isn't that great? And then you can also use the app where you have quizzes and worksheets for additional practice. The app has over 4,000 videos. Can you see how that would be helpful? Billy, as you do your math homework, have you noticed how all of the harder problems are at the end? What is great about these is that if you get stuck, you can just open the app, plug the page number, and there will be a tutor breaking the problem down step by step by step. The second reason why I'm doing so well is it saves time. Families are busy with after-school activities, sports, and work. Google is helpful for projects and doing research, but it doesn't help for the day-to-day assignments. For example, with history, what we always had to memorize are the dates, places, and people, right? Check this out. Instead of flipping through a 40-page chapter to find what you need, it's all right here. The third reason many families tell me education is important is because they want their kids to have the best opportunities. Whether your student needs extra help to catch up or they're getting straight A's and just want to advance at their own rate, there's plenty of help for both. For example, here on page 652 in the language section, you'll find all the parts of speech, conjugation of verbs, and rules of punctuation. It breaks them down in simple examples all in one place. Now maybe you have a straight A student that is bored of school and like to advance at their own rate. Let's look at the chemistry section. Not only do we have the periodic table, but we also have a great explanation of all the elements done in alphabetical order. Wouldn't that be helpful? Lastly, Ms. Jones, as I mentioned earlier, we also have a leadership component. People tell me it takes more than just academic to be successful in life. Our system includes leadership training that teaches the success habits and interpersonal skills. Things like goal setting, attitude, schedule, and time management. All skills that will be needed in the future. Let me show you the LEAD program. You probably heard the importance of goal setting, right? However, most students are never taught the proper strategy. For example, you'll learn how any goal can be broken into 7 simple steps. When doing these 7 steps, it drastically increases your ability to achieve that goal. All these lessons are self-paced, and you can receive a certificate of completion along with a letter of recommendation, which will look great in a college application or resume for a job interview. The most important part of the LEAD program is the unique mentorship experience. Here you get to interact with one of our mentors to make sure you understand the lessons to help you excel in all areas of your life. They are taught by someone like myself who has already been through the program. So essentially what you have, Ms. Jones, is a complete educational system that covers all the school subjects from now until they get to college. It covers basic math, geometry, trigonometry, statistics, algebra, and calculus. The science covers biology, chemistry, earth science, ecology, space science, and even physics. It even covers social studies, language, government, grammar, and writing. Isn't that one of the nicest set of books you've ever seen? Boy, it sure would have been nice to have a set of books like these when we were in school, wouldn't it? I guess you can see why so many families have been getting them for me. I've been getting these for me. Right. I think one of the biggest reasons I've been doing so well is the price. Most families tell us they see education as an investment. Sometimes the word investment makes us think of big numbers. For instance, I know from painful experience that one college textbook can cost $200 to $300, times 5 or 6 different courses. So families figure for a comprehensive set that would take them through every subject through high school that could easily be anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. A good personal tutor can cost $75 or more for 1 hour. A learning center can be $200 to $300 a month. And those can be good investments because if there's one thing you can't take away from a kid, it's a good education. But I think the reason over 1 million families have invested in this over the past 10 years and will be using it is that it's practical, user-friendly, and instead of being $2,500 or even $2,000, the whole set's only 4 sets of $150. And instead of being over $1,000 a month like other tutoring sites, the cost for the online membership in the Global Academy is $24.95 a month. So less than $1 a day. That's not bad. It's like one mom said, we spend more than that in our sports equipment, video games, tablets, and the fast food drive-thru. When it comes to the kids' education, this is a small investment in their future, because a great education is something that lasts a lifetime. What everyone likes about the way I do business is that you'll get access to the apps today, and there's access to our apps today, and that's also grammatically incorrect. and that there are 3 different ways you can invest in your kid's education. When I was over with the Thompsons, they wanted to take care of all of it a day, so they wrote a check for the full amount. Decided they would pay half today and the other half in a month's time to make it easier on the budget. When I was over with George, he said, Johnson, I definitely like it and I want it, but I will need to do 3 or 4 more payments. So he did the monthly plan for them. It really doesn't matter to me, whatever works best for you. Your manager? Yeah, okay. For the online lead program, it's only $99 a month for everyone in the family, and that includes the material that goes with the books, the lead training, the mentorship, and access to certifications and letters of recommendations. For me to provide a proper service and get the book shipped to you, I'll need your address. And the address here is, so your first name is Mike, and your last name, phone, email. Okay, let me read that back to you to make sure that it is correct. Our automated system will send you a text about a week in advance, letting you know the exact I'll be back with your books. That way you can be expecting me, and that way I can deliver your books on the same day as the Johnsons and Jeffersons. By the way, Southwestern Advantage has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and backs every order with a 100% guarantee for delivery. Just so you know, you have 3 days from the day to cancel. Obviously, if you don't want them, it's way easier if you just tell me now. After that, all the sales are final. Customer care email and phone number will be on the receipt if you ever need to reach them. Also, an electronic copy of the receipt will be immediately emailed to you. Let me get your okay right here. And then the rest of this we can kind of cover at the end. Once you get all the sales talks out, we'll lock in on this. Right now, I just want to get like the whole cycle done, because once you get through the entire cycle, the marketing and stuff is more or less just a personality and like having fun and being chill. So, yeah. Now let's do a cycle. Ready? Are you ready, kids? Hi, ready? What the fuck am I doing, bro? Damn. It's late. Knock, knock, knock. Hi. Hey, my name's Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm the college student who's been sitting down with all the families in the Yolo County School District, showing educational resources for high schoolers down to toddlers. I'm not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook yet, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the cousins, and I wanted to stop by for a minute. I show it to 30 families a day, so I'll only get a few minutes with each one. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here be better for you? Oh, no worries. I guess you haven't heard about me. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm a college student from North Dakota State University. And this summer, I'm going to be having a lot of fun showing families in the Yolo County School District our educational resources, apps, and leadership development program. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the cousins picked up. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. And everyone's been super nice as long as I don't take up too much of the time. I can show you right here. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Beth. Nice to meet you, Beth. Just to be clear, I'm not with the schools at all, and I don't have anything you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University, and this is my summer internship. I'm doing this to help pay my way through school. The plan's to be debt-free by the time I graduate. So Miss Jones, is actually my second week here in Pennsylvania, and it's been awesome to sit down with all the families, showing them educational resources and the leadership development program this summer. Yeah. I get to help kids with learning their ABCs up through ACT, SAT prep, and in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and help pay for school. I found that the parents in this area are really education conscious, and many are concerned about what's being taught in the school nowadays. So our system is a combination of educational resources, apps, and leadership program, because most families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Many families pick it up to help their kids get better grades in school and to save time on studying and schoolwork. Some of the families that have picked this up may include, or do include, the the grooms. Do include the grooms. Let me actually go to the. Do include the grooms and the causers. Super cool, right? Awesome. Yeah. So, Miss Jones, I'm sure you will love it. But I've come to find from experience it goes by quicker if I show the kids. Because after all, they're the ones that are going to be using it. No need to buy something they're not going to be using, right? All right. Can we grab the kids and dad? Awesome. Hey, Billy. My name's Oscar. I'm a college student from North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school? Yeah. Yeah, I'm the college student who's gonna be in the Yellow County area, sitting down with all the families, showing them educational resources, showing them some stuff for school. It's nothing extra you have to do. It's not extra work at all. It's just a huge time saver. Right? Yeah. I'll go ahead and give you a quick look, and you can let your parents and I know if it's something you think it'll be helpful for next year. Sound good? Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, great. So, Billy, what grade are you going into? Oh, 7th grade? We have some mutual friends. Awesome. Yeah. Do you do any sports or activities outside of school? Awesome. Okay. What would you say is your best subject? Okay. What would you say is the subject that maybe takes the most time and energy for you to get right, to get the grades you want? Awesome. Okay, great. Well, Billy, Beth, Billy, Beth, and Dave. All right. I'll go ahead and give you all the great look at how the system works. You can let me know if it's something you think will be helpful for next year. Now, Now, my job is to find a need and fill a need, not just to sell you stuff. So, if as I'm showing you to you, you think, nah, it's not for me, feel free to cut me off and let me know that. So if I'm showing it to you and you feel, and at the end you feel like it's not something that you need, that you're gonna use it all, just let me know that, and that's not gonna be an issue at all. And if you do find the need in it, cool, I'll help you order like half a lot of other families at the same time. If you don't want it, it's perfectly okay. Cool. The one thing I do ask though is, since I show it to 35 families every day, I only get to show it to each family one time. So everyone's been really cool about either giving me a big yes, we'll get it, or a big no, we won't. Sound good? Right. Yeah. Okay, is it fair of me to ask you to shoot me straight one way or the other? Awesome. Okay, great. You don't have to get anything at all, but I think you're gonna love it. There's a few reasons why everyone's been picking these up. The first is that a lot of moms and dads really want to be involved in their kids' educations. Really want to be more involved in their kids' education. But sometimes it's just tricky because it's been such a long time since they were last in school. So when they try to help, they either forgot it, never had it, or a lot have changed since they last had it. Sound familiar? Awesome. Check this out. Notice how it has method 1, old method 1, and new method 2. Isn't that neat? It's designed that way so that the parents and the kids can reference each other when they're working on the same problem at home. Super cool, right? All right. Now stop. Super cool, right? All right. Now, the cool thing is there's also a set of apps and websites that work along with the books. There's a bunch of quizzes and worksheets that the kids can work on, and then quizzes and worksheets that the kids can get extra practice with. There's also the app that has over 4,000 different videos explaining a ton of the problems in the book. Super cool, right? Now, Billy, you ever notice how you go to class and when you come home with the homework, the problems at the end are always way harder than the rest? Check this out. Instead of getting 1 or 2 examples, which is what you might get in class, get anywhere from 5 to 15 examples, all worked out step by step by step. And if you go to the app and search the page number, the video showing that exact problem with the teacher doing it step by step will pop up for you, making it super quick and easy for you to figure out and learn what you need to learn. The second reason that a lot of families have been picking this up is because it saves a lot of time. Most families are super busy with after-school activities, sports, and work. And Google is really good for research projects and papers, but it's not as helpful for day-to-day assignments. For instance, with history, what do you usually have to remember? You know, the peoples, the places, dates, events, right? Now, instead of having to go through a 40-page chapter and find all the information that way, what we actually do is we actually break it down into a super cool timeline so that it's all together in one page. Super neat, right? I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. Super neat, right? Saves you a lot of time. And the third reason most families say education is super important is because they want to give their kids the best opportunities. Now, whether your student needs a little bit extra help just to keep up and catch up, or they're a straight A student and want something else and want to advance at their own rate, there's plenty of help for everybody. For instance, if you go to page 652. If you go to page 652 in the English language arts section, you actually get all your different parts of speech, rules of conjugation, and rules of punctuation and conjugation of verbs, all broken down into simple examples, all in one spot. And if you have a straight A student, if you also have a straight A student that wants to advance at their own rate, there's also just super cool. Right? Also, if you want to go more into the chemistry side of things, you actually get super cool resources to help with your deep understanding of chemistry. See, over here on page 322, 323, we have a periodic table, right? Then we actually have it all labeled, alphabetized, and color-coded. And then after that, we actually have all the different elements labeled alphabetically with a small explanation on what each element is and how it's used in the real world. Super cool, right? Pretty helpful. And lastly, we have our super cool LEAD program. Now, our LEAD program is based on the idea that it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Wouldn't you agree with that? Right. Now, what we actually do is we actually give students access. We actually give students a lot of cool coaching on a lot of different things that they're going to need to be applying later on in their life. Things like goal setting, time management, emotional intelligent, momentum versus motivation. We even break things down like the 7-step method. The seven-step method. That way, when they're setting goals up, they're able to break it down into 7 steps. And when these goals are broken down into these 7 steps, it drastically increases your likelihood of achieving that goal. Super cool, right? You know, and through completion of the program and different tasks, you actually get certifications, letters of recommendations, all things that'll look really good on a college resume, all things that look really good in a college application or a resume for a job interview. And the best part is you get a mentor that you get to meet with a couple of times a month that's actually done this exact program and is and has learned a lot from what he's from doing what I'm doing right now, and wants to pass that information down to everybody else that may need to learn it. And that mentor will help keep you accountable, help you track your goals, and help you achieve your goals throughout the process. Pretty cool, right? Right. Now, just to summarize it, we have a cool set of books that cover all the core subjects that your kids are going to cover from where they are now up until when they graduate. With math covering everything from geometry, trigonometry, algebra, adding fractions, the number system, and calculus. Science covering biology, chemistry, earth science, space science, ecology, and even physics. Social studies and language arts covering everything from history and government and economics to writing and literature and grammar. Super cool, right? Awesome. No, isn't that the nicest set of books you've ever seen? Oh boy, wouldn't it have been nice to have these set of books back when we were in school? Super cool, right? Now you can probably see why a lot of families have been getting these from me, right? Right. Now the reason a lot of families have been getting these from me is because they see education as an investment. Now, when you think investment, you think huge numbers. Like I know from personal experience, a college textbook gets anywhere from $200 to $300 times 5 or 6 different courses. Times 5 or 6 different courses per semester. Even the College Board recommends budgeting anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. All right. Anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. Crazy, right? Right. Yeah. And even a personal private tutor can cost anywhere from $50 to $100 for 1 hour. A learning center like Mathnasium, Kumon, or Sullivan can be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. But all these would be considered worthy investments, because if there's one thing you can't take away from the kids, it's a great education. But I think the reason over 1 million families have been picking these up since 2010 is because it's easy to use, practical, kids love it. And instead of it being, I gotta get a dedicated app for this, for real. I gotta get a dedicated app for this. This is not okay. It's been a month of me struggling with this. So anywhere from, so instead of it being 2,000, 2,500, or even 3,000, like you would assume for a set of books that covers everything from where they are now up until they graduate, it's not that. Just 4 payments of $250. That's not bad. When I was catching up with the Johnson family, they were telling me they spend way more than that on their sports equipment, video games, tablets, vacations, even just the fast food drive-thru, you know? But when it came to their kids' education, it was about making those small investments in their kids' future. Because a great education is something that lasts a lifetime. Now, what families love about the way I do business is I take orders today, and you get access to the websites and apps today. But I've been able to work something out, and I've been able to work something out with every single family. Now, there's some families like the Thompsons who decide to take care of it all together in one go and write a check for the entire thing all at once. There's families like the Johnsons who decided to break it down into 2 payments, half now and half later, to be easier on the budget. And there's families like the Georges who decided to break it down into 3 or 4 payments and do the monthly option and to do the monthly payment route. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever works best for you. And the apps and websites, for 6 different apps and websites that cover the kids with so many different videos and add so much value to the kids' lives, families think that something like that could easily cost $100 a month, but really it's just $24.95 a month. It's less than $1 a day. It's less than a trip to Wendy's. It's not bad, right? So, what families like about the way, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, in order for me to, and the cool thing about the LEAD program is it's $99 a month. That's $99 a month, and that includes everything from the mentorship, the leadership development training, and the letters of recommendation for job interview and everything. All the way to the apps and websites and books that work with the kids. Super neat, right? Awesome. So, yeah, in order for me to do a proper service, I'd love to break it down. And I'd have to find a place to deliver the books. So, what would be the best address to deliver the books to? Right here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a cycle. I gotta count that up. I think I have like 5. I think I have 6 this week.